For the students, it really requires them to take ownership of their learning and take an active part in constantly assessing and evaluating themselves. And that's something that the kids aren't used to, and so it's kind of out of their comfort zone at first, but it's a really great opportunity for these kids to be reflective learners and to think about their learning processes. And this is what I'm supposed to do, and they think of the LinguaFolio, and the LinguaFolio changes the way they think in that it's not a grade, it's more of a process. You know, they're not trying to make an A on a test, they see the things that they need to accomplish to get to that point. And so it's more of a journey instead of completing an assignment for a grade. The LinguaFolio also allows students to realize their strengths and their weaknesses. You know, as human beings, we all have strengths in certain areas and weaknesses in other areas. And the LinguaFolio really breaks that down and it makes the students able to realize, you know, what they need to work on and what they excel at. So it gives them some confidence, but then it kind of gives them an agenda of things to do in the target language. And it's sort of a visual reminder of the things that they should be working towards and things that they should be accomplishing, not just, like I said previously, you know, making a grade on a test or, you know, performing for a specific project or homework assignment. It is a journey, and it's a process. So it really changes the way they think about learning in general, but especially learning a foreign language. It's also a guide for the student for language learning in that it's almost like a pacing guide and curriculum in itself. You know, each state has its own curriculum, and most counties have a specific pacing guide they use, and or teachers have their own pacing guides, but it's really a holistic guide of things that we need to meet so that we can meet the needs of these kids in the target language. They definitely have a lot more ownership and responsibility for their own learning, and it takes that subjective factor out and makes them feel good because, you know, a lot of students will take things that the teachers say of, oh, well, she doesn't like me, or they get distressed because they always have red marks on their papers when they come back. And the LinguaFolio is not a grade, and it's more of a self-evaluation tool, a formative assessment tool for the students so that they can see exactly where they are and where they fit in on this continuum of proficiency. And so it's fantastic.